Hi, my name is Molly Cahill, and I teach health and wellness professionals how to use Instagram to get more clients in their doors. So let's dive in. So first off, we're going to talk about how you can set up your bio and your profile so that people can find you, follow you, and buy from you. This is a quick overview and anatomy of what the bio looks like. If you tap edit profile from your home screen, then this is what you're going to see. This is assuming that you are a professional business account, not a professional creator account, and not a personal account. So you ideally want to be set up as a professional business account, not professional creator or not personal. So the name line right here, it's 30 characters and it is searchable. Then there's your @handle, which is also searchable. Obviously, you have a place for your website. Your bio is 150 characters with limited searchability. I say limited searchability because Instagram says that some of the keywords in your bio could factor into someone searching and finding you. I have not seen that to be the case. This is a relatively newer feature that they're including keywords, which we'll talk about more at the end of the presentation. But typically, I would not count on anything in your bio being searchable. The main two things, again, are your name line and your username, and I'm going to show you why that matters on the next slide. Your category, it can be hidden. It does play into search, again, they say. So a category is different than your account type. So account type is I'm a business account or I'm a personal account. So account type is professional or personal. Those are the two types of Instagram accounts, although professional has under that umbrella, they have business and creator. Your account category is different. So categories, you can click on this and look, but I just like to use entrepreneur. I think it's easiest. And also with entrepreneur, you make sure that you're going to get access to the full song library on Reels and Stories, which is cool. So for contact options, since most of you are probably virtual and can see clients from anywhere, I still like to have my contact options turned on as just my city and state. Obviously, I don't want people coming to my home and knowing my home address, but you never know who might want to hire you simply because you're close to them in proximity. And that might be, a differentiating factor between you and someone else who maybe is in a couple different time zones or something like that. So I always like to include, even if you're an online business, the city and state that you're located in, just because anytime you can establish any kind of common thread with someone, then that's going to be good for you. This is quickly just showing you what I meant by making sure that your account is set up as a professional business. So this is from the settings menu, which is up here, the hamburger menu, settings, account, and then switch account type. So this is how you'll know if you're, for me, I'm already a professional account. So that's why I said that. So that's the account type that I was talking about. Again, that's different than your account category. That's two different things. Okay. Notice how I said that the name line, the bold name line, and your handle are searchable. To review, the bold name line and your @handle, those are the two things that are searchable. When you go to the search box on Instagram, so here I just use massage as an example, you don't want those two lines to be redundant on your profile. So you don't want to have, you see here how they had elements massage. What shows up in the light gray is what is on that bold name line that you get 30 characters. Here, this is just from the search view. That's your @handle. So again, see how, let's see, baby strokes, infant massage, that's kind of explanatory. Massage envy. I mean, that's not explanatory. King Midas massage, King Midas, those two things are very redundant. So this is how you want to set it up. You want to set up your profile so that you are maximizing those 30 characters in the name line. So this is a client who Lee Wellness Chiropractic was the handle, and the name line, she had Lee Wellness Chiropractic. So it's redundant, right? So if someone's searching, this is all they're going to see when it comes up in search. We changed it to then be Lee Wellness Chiropractic. So her handle stays the same, her @handle. But then the name line we changed to Dr. Abby Lee Keller Chiro. Keller is the city where she's located, Dr. Abby Lee, and chiropractic, because those are three things that someone might be searching for. So if somebody knows the name of her business and types in Lee Wellness Chiropractic, she's going to come up. If somebody doesn't know the name of her business and only knows her by her name, the doctor's name, type in Dr. Abby Lee, they're going to find her. And if they don't know who they're looking for and they just know they want a chiropractor in Keller, the city they're in, again, she's going to show up that way. Now, this can be kind of tricky because, again, you only have 30 characters right here in this name line. So you don't want to get cutesy. You don't want to use acronyms that a lot of people might not know or certifications that a lot of people, the layperson might not know. Like if you have a certain health coach certification that your ideal client may or may not even know what that means, they might not think to search. So you want to think about keywords that your ideal client would be searching. Again, this is great if you have a business name and your name are two different things. You want to try to incorporate both, one in your @ handle, one in your name line, as well as some type of keyword like gut health coach or PCOS or something like that someone's going to be searching. So to elaborate on that a little more, we're going to dive into actually writing your bio. So I want you to think about, in a crowded, noisy social media world, why would somebody want to follow you? And typically it's not because you're a coffee lover or a dog mom. We want your bio to be all about what you can do for your client. What is the 0 to hero that you are providing for your client? That's what you want to focus on in your bio. I like to use a website called charactercounteronline.com because I learned this the hard way. You don't want to be messing with your bio too much on Instagram itself, especially that name line, because if you try to change the name line, it'll only let you change it. I think it's twice in 2 weeks. You want to be careful, and you want to use some type of character counter to make sure that you kind of can tweak it and play with it before you go paste it into Instagram. So I like to use charactercounteronline.com. And this is when you can go in, and down here, it'll count the number of characters for you. Again, you can only have 150 characters in your bio. Now, your bio is different than your name line. The name line, you've got 30 characters. Let me show you that again. 30 characters for the name line here, 150 characters for this bio. I like to use the ampersand or maybe plus signs or something like that instead of writing out the word and or things like that, so that you are using less characters. Also, notice how I wrote out active release technique instead of just saying ART. Yes, ART might be a common acronym among people who know massage therapists, chiropractors, PTs, whatever. But for the layperson like me, we might just see it and not know what that acronym means. So be careful in the health coaching field with your acronyms. This is a perfect example of a health coach's before and after bio. So here's the before. Her handle's Well and Worthy Life. The name was just Deanna Pazit's Coach. Well and Worthy Life is a wellness and lifestyle website by Deanna Pazit's Premier, Fast Growing Fat Loss Coach, holistic health coach. So very generic, not really sure what it is exactly that she does. So every single market on the whole planet is saturated. So since every market is saturated, we have to find a way to make our bio jump out and grab our ideal client. So for her, how we worked through her bio is we identified the main 3 reasons that people hire her. Usually they're women over 40 who are wanting to regain their energy, lose stubborn belly fat, and they're empty nesters. So as you can see, we crafted the bio to specifically speak to that ideal client and not everyone. Helping women over 40 regain their energy, lose belly fat, and find their purpose as empty nesters. Join our group of women like you. We kick off 9/14. Anytime you can use the words you and your, it is golden. So that's how we redid her bio. Notice that the name line, we kept Deanna Pazitz because in case someone's searching by her business name, Well and Worthy Life, or someone might be searching by her name, Health Plus Life. I would have loved to have had Health Plus Life Coach, but that didn't fit. And also note that the very last line of your bio, you want to have some type of call to action. Usually you want to have some type of down arrow or pointing down. And let me show you how this will look. It's kind of confusing because this is how it looks from the edit menu. From the edit menu, your website is actually above your bio, but once it actually goes onto your profile, your website will appear below your bio. So I always like to have something pointing down, some type of enticing reason for people to click on the link in your bio. And another thing to notice is Make sure that when you are looking at your bio from mobile, that it doesn't get cut off. Sometimes if it's too long this way, it will get cut off and say ... more, where people have to actually click more to expand it. So you don't want that. You want to try to fit it above the fold, if you will, so people won't have to tap more. This is an example right here of what happens when there's too much that's not above the fold. So we actually have changed it since then to make sure you don't have to tap ... more to see the rest of her bio. A quick note about the link in your bio. You can obviously have your website, or you can have something like Linktree. There's all kinds of services that are like Linktree. But one mistake I see commonly made with Linktree is you don't want to have too many options for people to click on. So you don't want people to go click on the link in your bio and they have 10 different things to choose from, because they're going to get confused of where they want to start. So think about what your main goal is and try to pare down whatever is in the link in your bio to that main goal. If your main goal at this moment is getting someone to download a lead magnet to grow your email list, then you want to make sure that that's one of the 2 or 3 things in your link tree. If your main goal is to have someone to book a free consultation call, you want to have that. You don't want to have just like a million different links in the link in your bio, because again, it'll give people decision fatigue. Next, let's talk about your profile photos. So Instagram profile pictures are different than they are on Facebook. So on Facebook, you can click on someone's profile photo and it gets larger. You can't do that on Instagram. And the best way to get a feel for what type of profile photos stand out and which ones do not is to just simply look in the search bar. So I always recommend, almost always, a close-up headshot of you, especially as a health coach and a service provider. If you must use a logo, make sure you remove any text from the logo, as it's not going to be readable. And I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to go back to this massage example. So what stands out? Look at all of this text. You can't see it. And this is actual size of what it looks like when you are searching for someone on Instagram. So you can't even read what that says. This one's not too bad. You can read the QURE. This photo is fine, except for I would even do it closer up. This one right here, this True Dreams Massage and SD Therapy, they've done it perfectly, because after all, this is a massage therapist. If someone's going to be working with me personally, then I want to know what they look like. So again, I almost always recommend a professional headshot as your profile photo. So to summarize what we talked about in the bio, you want to make the most out of that 30-character name line by using searchable keywords for your business. Again, this is not the place to get cutesy or to use acronyms that people might not know. You want to think about what people are searching for. You want to clearly state your elevator pitch and use the words you or your. Another word for elevator pitch, some people call it your mission statement, your I help statement, your 0 to hero, whatever you want to call it. Try to state that in the bio. What kind of transformation are you going to be providing for your client? So use that you and your. You want to leave out the fluff like coffee addict and dog mom of your bio. Remember, your bio is all about who you are serving, not you. You want to avoid talking about things like wellness in general. You want to be super specific on the transformation you provide. So you want to stay away from doing things like, I help women be their best selves. That's super generic. I don't really know what that means. So paint the picture for me. And then lastly, the last line of your bio should be some type of call to action pointing down. And remember how I showed you that very last line. If you have something that's pointing down, your website's going to appear underneath it.